We're back, people, and today we're breaking down Jaylen Waddle, another Miami Dolphins player. I am a Dolphins fan, so I'm very excited for this one. Really love Waddle, one of the most exciting players in the NFL to watch. Super explosive, understands how to run routes, get open, create separation downfield, and is dynamic after the catch. So let's get right into this one. This play right here does a really good job of highlighting Waddle's strengths, facing off-man coverage versus Marlon Humphrey, who's one of the better corners in the NFL. Humphrey even called Waddle a future top 10 receiver. So let's watch this. He does a really good job just attacking inside leverage, getting the DB to open up his hips, and just creates that natural separation. So let's watch this a little more slowly. This is where Waddle really excels. Just selling vertical. Look at him. The pad level, the body language, the arms. He is selling this like over route, which I really love, getting Waddle across the middle of the field like this, but able to just sell this very hard, and then even taking a rounded off break back to the outside, not a super violent sudden one where he just flattens it out, because he doesn't even have to, because he's already turned Humphrey around. Just creates all that natural separation. He even slips on this break. Let's go watch that back just a little more slowly. Slips, but still maintains, just showing the athleticism, the ability to recover. He does it a lot. Sometimes he's so fast he can get a little out of control, but he immediately recovers, gets back on his line, just has natural separation. Now he does this a lot. He does body catch and jump at the catch point when it's unnecessary, which does lead to his yak being a little bit less than it could be, which is probably his biggest problem right now, I think, is at the catch point, jumping unnecessarily. It's not like a huge issue, but it is something to take note of. But yeah, just look how amazing he is at this route manipulation. Just he wins his routes instantly by just attacking leverage, getting the DB to open up his hips, creating that separation, and then picking up the first down. Just really good play from Waddle. Okay, on this play, this was actually the first Dolphins play of the season. We got Waddle, they're working an RPO here, sit down, find the spot, and then you can just see the explosiveness, the great feel after the catch, even showing some play strength. Very competitive guy too, but I love seeing him go through arm tackles, show some physicality for a thinner guy. But the RPO sees this guy's widening out, so he slows his route down, knows he has the corner over the top outside leverage, so he just sits that route down, picks it up, transitions his body and momentum before the catch to get to the inside, knowing that's where the space is, and then just feels the guy coming behind him, dips that shoulder, shows the flexible hips, makes him miss, go through some arm tackles, really good physicality after the catch. Love to see that out of Waddle, especially from one of the most explosive players in the NFL, to just understand where the window is versus zone, and then work through some arm tackles after the catch. Love this play from Waddle. We got Waddle working the slot fade here. This was like the first time he got to work vertical, and just instantly you can just see the speed. It just gives a little hop skip on his release package, and then able to come back on this back shoulder and make a play at the catch point. While he does have some inconsistencies at the catch point, he's still pretty strong at coming down with the ball, even though I would like to see him attack with his hands more. But just the slight stutter at the line of scrimmage, and then just explode past, and you can just see the speed to instantly get over the top of the CB. Good read by Tua, seeing that it's cover one, the safety's in the middle of the field, and he has this slot fade option. Throws it over the top, puts it on his back shoulder, and Waddle comes down with it. Just really want to see the Dolphins have more chances to take shots downfield next season with a better O-line and just better schematic. But this is just a quick slot fade, quick read. Seeing that it's cover one, just get the ball out to Waddle pretty quickly, but down the field. So yeah, Waddle can make plays at all three levels. I really like getting Waddle in these stacked positions, getting him in these free releases. It just creates extra space, and with his explosiveness, his suddenness, it's very hard to stop him. The Colts are running like a version of quarter match, and when they're stacked right here, so he's got all this work, just running this quick little out, and you can just see the explosiveness after the catch. Just as soon as he catches the ball, he's so sudden. Let's watch this a little more slowly. He points out the blitzing slot corner for the quarterback, first of all, showing some good understanding of what the defense is trying to do. Doesn't waste any time, just gets into his route because they're facing like this quarters match, knows he doesn't have to waste his time. Catches the ball, does that little hop at the catch point, like I said earlier, which you don't want to see, but he still is able to identify where the corner is immediately. Gives a 1-2 little stab to the inside, showing off how flexible his hips are in that lower half, the ankles. Dips his shoulder, goes through the push of the corner, showing core strength to not get pushed out of bounds easily. Drops his shoulder again. He's really good at just reducing the surface area so you can't get a clean hit on him. And to be a dominant after the catch receiver, you have to understand how to work your shoulders, how to work your hips to avoid these big hits, especially when a smaller guy, and he's just so sudden that he'll make these plays and just bounces off this guy. You have to wrap him up to get Waddle down. One of the most important things to being successful after the catch is anticipation, and Waddle does a really good job with that, especially as the season went on. He became more and more comfortable. I think his yards after catch struggled early, but just watch this. Just getting him the ball out in his hands early. Good job finding the soft spot versus zone, just turning around, and then anticipating where this corner is coming from to loop back to the inside, breaks his ankle. Just really good anticipation to pick up this first down, catching it short of the 6 by a couple yards. We'll watch this a little more slowly. Just find the soft spot in the zone, just turn around, float away from the corner. See how he subtly floated away and then looped back to the inside, anticipating that the corner was going to take a wide angle. Just really good, high-level anticipatory yak from Waddle. Last year, the Dolphins used Waddle all over the field, but they really loved using him in the slot, selling that he's going to run like a deep over and then running sort of like an out. Sometimes it's a blaze out, but just getting him in these situations where he has all this space to work to the sideline, having people clear out for him, just attack inside leverage, rework vertically, even have a high-low. Gesicki works into his spot, but then works back towards the ball. Really good stuff here from Waddle. Let's watch this a little more slowly. First step is hard inside, attacking the inside leverage, which the corner has. But since the corner has inside leverage, he doesn't want to attack it too hard. So he re-stems vertically, attacks the feet of the corner, and he's just so sudden that he's able to just make the DB open up, but gains this outside track, gets his hands on just a little bit, gives a subtle little shove, and creates a separation. He's open right here, but Brissett's under pressure, ball's out late, so he has to work back towards the ball. This time he does attack it with his hands, looks it in, and then still shows some good anticipation too, knowing when the defender's on his back to pick up just a couple extra yards. But for him having to work back towards the ball, it was a good route. Good job finding this ball, understanding what's going on because the ball is late from Brissett, and still able to just turn back around instantly to get upfield because he does catch that ball like a yard behind the line of scrimmage to just get back up and pick up that first down. Getting Waddle on the move pre-snap into the slot. Dolphins love to do it, but I want to show this play just to show off his situational awareness. This is 3rd and long. Finding the soft spot versus the zone, floating away from the hook defenders, catching the ball right at the first down marker, understands where it is. Let's watch this again here. Knows it's not man, leans into the linebacker here to then turn, just fluidly turn, really fluid hips to just make this full turn like this, pushes off to create that separation, sees Tua is under pressure, sees the release, it's coming out, floats away, ball is back towards his inside shoulder, catches it, is aware where the sticks are, turns his body back towards, away from the line of scrimmage to pick up this first down. Really good stuff from Waddle. Love to see a player that's so athletic, so explosive, have this situational awareness, the competitiveness to pick up this first down. Really love this play from Waddle. Another 3rd down situation. Waddle really thrived here last year. They tried to play man-to-man against him. They tried to play zone. He still picks up these first downs. He's just a 3rd down converting machine, your safety blanket. That's what he was last year, and not a lot of people expected that out of Waddle. So let's watch this. Just beating press, working off his pick here, leaning into the DB, and then pushing off subtly to create that separation. Some high-level stuff here from Waddle. Love this out of him because you want to see this from your slot receiver, being able to pick up these 3rd down conversions, being reliable, and that's what Waddle was. But he's also just a downfield threat, and his speed, his explosiveness makes the DBs have to respect that. So he picks up a lot of these 3rd downs, slow plays it to help Gesicki work off this pick to just gain this outside track, then lean into the back into the corner to then chicken wing, give a little shove off, create that separation as Tua is escaping the pocket, and then delivers a good throw on the run near the sidelines, drags 2 feet to get him inbounds. Really good stuff there from the Dolphins. I love that play from Waddle, and the chemistry that he had with Tua last season was amazing. I've shown this play a decent amount. It doesn't matter the depth, but just getting Waddle into the slot, whether it's off motion or that's where he's aligned pre-snap, or in the stacked position, just he sells hard inside vertically, re-stem back up straight, and then getting to the outside on that out route. Some of these were definitely option routes too, but just love this. Getting Waddle on the move, allowing him to build this momentum, and just look how hard he is selling this with his body language. Low pad level, eyes, body committed to the inside versus this corner. Makes the corner cross over his feet, play hard inside leverage. He's already re-stemming like vertically. He's already won this battle. He wins so many battles versus off-man coverage with just his first step. It's so unbelievable, like how quickly he wins these reps. Just creates the separation. Another 3rd down and 4. Just getting these first down conversions. Just creating the separation. Catches the ball. I actually like the ball placement from Tua, putting it towards that back shoulder, because if the defender was close, he would have put it more towards the sideline. But since he had all this separation, he allows Waddle to anticipate, turn his hips back around to see the defenders, and won't just go straight out of bounds. He can then turn this upfield. He's able to just stop, hard cut off one foot to just change his direction, the momentum like that, and then burst upfield vertically to pick up an extra 5-6 yards. Just a very good play all around from Waddle, from Tua, from the Dolphins. Loved the design to just get him on these one-on-ones versus man coverage, and with no help for the corners, and he just wins them instantly. Really high-level play from Waddle. Another similar sort of out route, comeback, whatever you want to call it, but this time Waddle's lined up on the outside. His split, though, is not too far out. He is to the boundary. He's a couple yards outside the numbers, but just watch this. Hard attack inside leverage. The corner has hard outside leverage, and he still wins this instantly with just his manipulation, understanding of leverage and angles, just hard sells to the inside. Look at the body language, the pad level, re-stem vertically, going back towards the blind spot, forces the corner to open his hips with still that separation. Ball is out on good timing with Brissett. He does it right at the sticks, picks up the first down, and then almost stays on his feet and picks up some more. But just another impressive play from Waddle. Just the route running, the understanding of coverages, the leverage, the tempo that he runs his routes. It's all just super on point from Waddle. Facing some press here, and it's very hard to get hands on Waddle. He doesn't even have to do much. Just gives this slight little shimmy on the split release, creates a separation. Good ball, good timing. Another 3rd down right past the sticks. Just more situational awareness and sideline awareness to drag those feet, get 2 feet in bounds. But just split off one step, hard stab to the inside, moves the corner just enough. He's so sudden. Not a very good player, but gets in over the top, just creates that separation, leans back into him once he's on the outside track to create more separation near the sticks. You could see his eyes were towards the sticks right there, so he gets to his landmark, catches the ball, pulls it away from the corner, gets 2 feet in bounds. Some more good stuff from Waddle. He really excelled working on these out routes. Now I would want to see him work some more over routes next season, which I think he will, especially in San Francisco, because they like to run a lot of in-breakers, catching the ball in stride. Because on these routes, these were more of just letting Waddle pick up these first downs. But next year, it's going to be more of getting Waddle the ball in stride after the catch to create big touchdowns, looking like what Deebo Samuel was doing for the Niners last year. Getting the ball in stride. Waddle and Samuel are different players, for sure, but Waddle has the same ability to score anytime he touches the ball. But a lot of these times he was catching the ball and then immediately being out of bounds. It doesn't really matter what coverage playing against Waddle. It could be too deep like this, running cover 2, and he's still able to just attack the safeties who have so much depth, but still making them able to turn around. But this time sort of a deep corner. This was the point in the season where the Dolphins started to allow Waddle to work more and more vertically. Just hard attacks inside leverage like I've been showing all video, but instead of just bending it out quickly, he works it more and more vertically. Attacks just enough as soon as he gets to safety to open his hips. He's won the route, and then he starts breaking it back to the outside, makes him center field turn, getting open vertically. Would like to see him not jump there, but I understand why he did on this one. But good job. Tua came in late in the game on this one, sent this down the field, working like this sort of like high-low sail concept almost, just a different variation of it. And then Waddle making a play down the field. Definitely want to see more of this next season because Waddle is definitely capable of making these plays down the field. This play really shows how Waddle and Tua are just on the same page. If anything, this is probably more of an impressive play from Tua, the anticipation he throws with here. especially in the red zone. You got to throw the ball with anticipation for these tight windows. And the Panthers, a lot of teams do this run like quarters in the red zone, but it's just box coverage. And Waddle finds that soft spot versus the box. The ball's just got to be out with perfect timing. Waddle jumps up, positions his body perfectly to make this catch in the red zone. We can break this down a little more slowly. You can see the box created right here. He's got first one out. He's got second one out. First one in. He's got first one in. He's got second one in. Waddle just sits down right at the end zone. I'm not even sure. Like, this concept is kind of weird because Gesicki and Waddle are almost stacked right here. And Gesicki's working the corner, but just Waddle, Tua threw that ball so early and just fit this into a tight window. And Waddle makes the catch in contested coverage. Really good stuff. Waddle versus press here. He even trips a little bit at the line of scrimmage, but it ends up working out for him because he's able to get that inside track and create that late separation. We can watch this a little more slowly here. Just watch this. He's trying to work that split release. Give a stab to the outside. The corner actually stays patient. Usually they're opening up his hips, but this is a good rep by the corner. But he dips that shoulder hard to reduce the surface area and allow the corner to get his hands into Waddle's chest. He ends up tripping a little bit, but is still getting down the field while tripping, regains, gets his inside track, which is exactly what he wanted. Lean into the corner, create late separation down the field. I mean, they even had safety help over the top, but he stayed too far to the outside, thinking Waddle was going to bend it back to the outside, which the Dolphins have been doing a lot all season, and then working that like deep over route, which I want to see Waddle do a lot more next season. Okay, so those were all the clips that I wanted to show. Really love watching Waddle's film. Really exciting player. I loved it when they picked him. He was one of my favorite players in the draft that year. He's a great fit with Tua. They had great chemistry last season. They had it in college as well. But with Tyreek Hill joining the team, it's going to be dangerous running these, like, look at this, like, deep crossing routes. Imagine both receivers crossing deep down the field, working like these Yankee concepts, having them running some mills on the same side of the field. It's just going to be dangerous getting these guys the ball after the catch. Going to see a lot of two deep safety looks, which should open up the running game as well. So Waddle just helps this team out a lot. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.